Hi, this is John Wild with another eco tip, and the questions keep coming in. I'm going to try to answer them the best I can, every chance that I can. And today we're going to talk about plastic bags. Oh my goodness, yes. Well, it's inevitable. Now, let me first start off by saying, if you go to the grocery store and you're asked plastic bags or paper bags, what do you say? Well, if you're a really true eco warrior, you say none of them because I brought my canvas bag with me. Now I want to put in my canvas bag. Or I brought my old backpack with me. We're going to put it in my old backpack. But sometimes you're, running back from work and you forgot to put the bags back in your car and now you're stuck with this dilemma. Some stores don't give you a choice. So we're going to stop shopping at those stores, aren't we? Some stores don't give you a choice between these two. They just want to kill the earth with this. Well, if you do have a choice, pick paper over plastic. Now, I'll tell you why. First and foremost, almost all paper bags at any store known to man are made from recycled materials already. So already this bag is recycled paper. And it can be recycled a lot easier than this, because this can be put at your curbside recycling. Any dumpster that has the recycle emblem on it that takes cardboard, you can take it back to your stores, or you can also take this back to your store, but this is just much easier and it's much better for the environment. And if this does happen to wind up in the landfill, but if it does, it will biodegrade much easier and have a much better time than this. In fact, if you do get paper bags, I would highly suggest that you use them for your trash because they will break down, or even better yet, got that yard waste outside, use a paper bag instead of a plastic bag because it can actually be recycled at the landfill with your yard waste recycling. Didn't know if you knew that, but there you go. So, my real thing here today is to talk about other forms of plastic bags and how can you recycle them, because every single day, if you really kind of pay attention, you run into plastic bags all the time. And I got some examples here and I'm going to show you. Now, everything that I'm about to say, inevitably you'll get one of these. I'm sorry. No matter how green you try to be, no matter how much you push, inevitably you're going to come across one of these. Even if it's just blowing in the wind through your yard and you pick it up because you're doing the right thing by keeping it, you're going to have one of these. So what do? Well, hold on to it because I'm going to show you what you could put inside here to take back to your grocery store to recycle. Things that you probably did not know can be recycled with these bags, but I'm going to show you. First and foremost, it's football season, folks. You're going to eat a lot of crackers and chips and things like that that come in these little brown or clear plastic bags. Now, I don't want to have one with me because we're going to talk about it on a later deal, but sometimes people ask me, well, what about potato chip bags that look like they're almost silver on the inside? They don't feel like plastic. What are those? Well, actually, believe it or not, those are a very thin layer of aluminum with a plastic surround on them. And those can be recycled a different way. Unfortunately, they cannot be taken back to your store like other plastics we're going to talk about today. We will talk about what to do with those. In the meantime, don't throw them out. Hold on to them and keep tuned because I'm going to have that real soon. But anyway, you're going to eat your chips. You're going to have this plastic bag. Yes, they can go inside. Well, you eat your chips first, but then they can go inside there to be returned. Okay? This is my favorite. My kids love them too. The little string cheese, you peel it out, and then you got that little wrapper. I think I actually have one here. You peel it out, and then you come up with this. After you eat your cheese, you got the little wrapper. Yes, put that in your plastic bag. It can go back to the store to be recycled. There's no reason to throw it out. This is a biggie. Plastic wrap. Plastic wrap. Oh my God. Everybody asks me what to do with plastic wrap. Shrink wrap, plastic wrap. A lot of times you buy merchandise at the store and it's wrapped in that shrink wrap. Or you buy, sometimes you buy food that's got that shrink wrap around it. What do? Absolutely. Stick it in your grocery bag. Take it back to the store. It can be recycled. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, oh, I love this one. Let me jump ahead here a little bit. This is like, this is really cool. Cheese wrappers, bologna, ham, it doesn't matter. Sandwich fixing wrappers, any type of food wrappers whatsoever. just give them a quick rinse. Or if you're a real eco-warrior, you got that bucket out in the back collecting that rainwater. Kind of rinse it off in there. Just make sure there's no food on it. And yes, it can go back to the store. And if you're a real eco-warrior, even the little plastic that goes around your individual cheese wrappers, you should always have something like this hanging in the kitchen. When you undo your cheese wrappers, put the cheese wrapper in here to take back to the store. And when the cheese is all gone, you take your main wrapper, put it in there, your bologna or whatever. Okay, so we talked about the shrink wrap. Make sure that goes in there. This is another thing too. You might head to the store and you might pick up something from the deli and they're going to put it in these little Ziploc things. It's got the little zipper up here and you're wondering, okay, what do I do? There's a little zipper. It's a little piece of plastic and I'm supposed to be recycling my bag. What do I do with that? First and foremost, normal Ziploc bags that, you know, you can feel the zip when they close, they can go in there 110%, put them in your bag, take them back. You don't have to do anything. But if you get the ones with the little plastic zipper on them, hey, you know what? That didn't take much, did it? Take the little plastic zipper off, take your bag, even with that little strip there, that's fine, it's okay. Put it in there, that's going to go back to the store and be recycled. Okay, what else? Everyone has it, come on now. Bread, with the bread bags, and the little twisties. This is what I do. When the bread's done, absolutely, you put the bread wrapper in your plastic bag to take back to the stores. Bread wrappers are 100% recyclable. And I always keep the little twisty because you never know when you need a little twisty around the house. And even if you don't need it, put it in your curbside recycling. Believe me, when they separate it, that big magnet will suck that little piece of metal up and it will recycle what metal is left on there. Believe me, it will happen. All right, this is another thing too. In your linen closet, you've got toilet tissue. You've got bags like this that come with your paper towels. Absolutely, these things can be. Look how much plastic that is. That's the big thing of toilet tissue. Absolutely, that big piece of plastic can get put into your plastic bags and brought back to the store. Now, here's a big thing that kind of upsets me because I'm a big fan of Publix supermarkets. That's here in Orlando, Florida. And then I came across this. Well, it's a paper bag. Yeah, you're right, it is a paper bag. So if you come across this, put it in your curbside recycling. But unfortunately, they want to get fancy. They want you to see the bread. So they decided to put a layer of plastic on the paper bag and literally make this so hard to recycle. This ain't being green, Publix. Time to change. Okay? So just take a little extra time. Find out where the two are connected and just separate them. Just separate the plastic from the paper. And once you get this plastic separated from the paper goes in your curbside recycling or in any cardboard recycling, and this plastic can go back to the store. I've covered what I have had here. I've covered what the questions were. There you go. Any plastic bag, if you have a question about it, still take it back. Put it in the recycling collection at the grocery stores. Let them figure out if they can recycle it or not. And I know some of the things say do not put any dark colored plastic bags in there. That's done with now. You can actually put dark colored plastic bags in there because they make them into wood products is what they're mainly made into now. They're not made back into plastic bags. They actually make them into wood, and the wood lasts forever. I remember one time I was looking at the piece of recycled wood that they make these plastic bags into, and I simply asked the person, well, what's the warranty on it? And he goes, well, it's only warranted for 100 years. Really? So there you go. It's really worth it to try to collect as many plastic bags as you can and take them back to the store. Fill up their recycling. Please, let's recycle these things instead of destroying our earth in the way we are, okay? If you have any questions, go to Facebook, The Eco Guys, post your questions or send me a message, what a lot of people do, and I'm going to put that question right here on video and post it real soon. If it's an emergency and I got to get back to you right away, I definitely will. So if you have anything that you need to recycle, you let us know. This is John Wild from The Eco Guys. Stay green.